Class is in session once again. Welcome everybody to another edition of the Heezy Hoopcast with Bread vs. Yoga, powered by AnimalHeezy.com. Please visit AnimalHeezy.com at your earliest convenience and invite yourself to betterness. And at this time, I want to say, as I always say, fly high. My nigga Kahuna, long live. My nigga Ray Jew, he's in Hall of Fame. We'll never stop saying your name. And this week's episode is brought to you by the Been Drinking Water album, Chopped Up, Not Slopped Up, by me and Twan Speaks. Check him out at Twan Speaks on Twitter. But, alright, fresh off the All-Star game, baby, and I want to commend the NBA yet again for delivering the most exciting product there is in sports. I think they got any other sports league beat, and this is yet another example of why they got everybody beat out, because this had excitement in it, and this 2017 All-Star game wasn't even all of that, you know? I mean, it was like a regular thing, man. Only a few things really stood out for me. Like them ugly ass jerseys. I don't know. I don't. What's up with the jerseys? Like, I know Adidas, this is their last year doing jerseys for the NBA. So is this their way of going out on a fuck you note? I don't know. I just know them hoes look like East Bay uniforms, the East Bay team gents that you used to like secretly want to get for you and your homies and shit to hoop at the rec center and shit. But I don't know. I feel like people used to actually want the All-Star jerseys. Like if you had like an All-Star Iverson jersey from back in the day, that shit was cool. But don't nobody want none of these All-Star LeBron jerseys, All-Star Steph jerseys. Like, please take this shit back to the epic All-Star uniforms. Or if you ain't even gonna make it epic, at least make it as good as it was the past couple years. I mean, but I feel like during the All-Star game, man, the uniform should always shut everything down, and the game should always shut everything down. But I guess it was appropriate that the jerseys look more like practice jersey, since this game looked like a fucking practice game with all of the All-Stars, like an All-Star, not even a scrimmage. Like, I see niggas go harder in the rec center than I see these niggas go at each other last night, you know? I mean, it was just a little dry. I ain't gonna say it was boring, but it was just a little dry for an event with 20 of the top players in the universe playing against each other, all taking the floor. I mean, Giannis, Greek Freak, looked like he was the only one that was pumped, truly psyched to be there. Shit, that and, of course, Russell Westbrook, but Russell Westbrook don't need the damn All-Star game to show you that he all about buckets. I said this before on another pod, man. But I don't know. I think it all boils down to defense. Like, that may sound simplistic, but if niggas ain't gonna play defense in the All-Star game, then what are we here for? Now, I still think it's a better product than the Pro Bowl or the All-Star soccer game or the MLB All-Star game, you know. But if nobody's gonna play defense and we got 20 of the top players in the universe playing against each other, then yeah, Russell Westbrook, you're gonna get hot. I'm hot looking ass nigga. You're gonna get hot shooting wide open jumpers. Everybody got wide open threes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, third quarter, I saw Brian had time to sign his own shoes and shit, dap a fan up, take a selfie, and then shoot a corner three. And KD didn't even run out. KD didn't run out once. KD didn't even look too hard at him. And I don't know about nobody else, but that's what the fuck I want to see in the All-Star game. Like, I want to see KD run out and smack LeBron's jumper into the fucking 10th row. You feel me? I want to see Russell Westbrook and Isaiah Thomas like really go game mode on each other. Fuck if you get hurt, man. I know the stakes is high. I know the contracts is thicker and the endorsements are more bountiful. But come on, man. It's one game. It's one game. So if y'all niggas ain't gonna, play defense and it's just gonna be a whole bunch of 3-pointers to the point of a 400-point total combined game, then why don't the All-Star game just switch this shit up somehow and, host an All-Star open gym, open court, or a pickup game where, everybody come out in white beaters and hooping shorts and shit, and then they just pick squads and they play games to 20, and the loser pick up, all right, I got Melo, all right, I got DeMar, all right, y'all run with me. And do that a few times. Or shit, a game of 21 with like the 10 top players or some shit. Nigga, I watch that. And I think niggas will probably be more inclined to play defense in the game of 21 than these All-Star games. But niggas, man, put on they All-Star shoes and, they bring their family and everything for a practice game. We're talking about practice. But, outside of the total lack of defense fucking up everything, it really wasn't much else that stood out. I mean, Steph seemed like a recurring theme and everything. Him and Kyrie kind of going back and forth at each other a little bit. I mean, just a little bit, just enough. Steph was kind of looking like, all right, he looked like he was having post-traumatic flashbacks of the shot. You know what I'm saying? But that was cool and everything. But, as far as the defense was so bad that Steph literally laid down on a play. You know what I'm saying? And I think he was trolling Giannis when he did that shit. But I think it's a twofold thing. I think it's an indicator of how non-existent the defense was. And I think he was kind of trolling Greek Freak, because I think he tried to he had tried to dunk on him one play and everything, and Steph was kind of looking at him like, bruh, it's the All-Star game, what you dunking so hard for? And then so when he saw Giannis in transition, he just laid down like, all right, you super got it, bruh. So I thought that was a troll until Giannis got that tip back and then dunked on that nigga again. And I think I saw him give it to Draymond one time. So I don't know, do Giannis still got rap beef with Steph and the Warriors or something? Because I remember they had their thing going on last season during the 73-9 season, where they played each other a couple times and they had rap beef with each other. And maybe it's one of them things where Chicago didn't respect the Big Three Miami Heat team and was saying they was Hollywood and shit. Maybe Giannis has that lack of respect for them in the same way, thinking that Golden State is Hollywood or something. But yeah, man, Steph out here trying to be Steph Curry with the fucking headband. That nigga tried to hide. That nigga tried to hide after missing all them shots for Craig Sager the night before. Could get one half court for Sags, man. Not even for Sags, man. You can do it for the fucker. Can't do it for Sags, though. Nigga tried to hide with the headband and make us think he was Seth Curry. Nigga, we know Seth Curry ain't getting no damn All-Star game. And Steph tried to shoot a half court jump in the All-Star game. It was like, nigga, you still missing half court shots, nigga. What you should have missed that motherfucker. Nigga would have been on your ass like, oh, you can hit it in the All-Star game, but you can't hit it for Sage with nobody guarding you, even though the same amount of people that was guarding him during the shot for Craig Sager was the same amount of people who probably guarded him that quarter in the All-Star game, which is nobody. But, I mean, of course, outside of Steph, Russell Westbrook gonna make his presence felt and shit. You know, like, these niggas like Von Wafer on steroids sometimes. I know some niggas gonna be mad at me for saying this shit. But, the lob he got from KD, that was a special, heartwarming ass moment and everything. The whole world stopped and said, "Oh," for a second, you know. But fuck both them niggas still. But Russell Westbrook hits, you know, like 3-4 3-pointers in a row in a game where nobody's playing defense and starts fanning himself off because he's hot. Boy, if you don't get your look. That's the reason KD left, nigga, because of shit like that. That whole I'm hot shit is the shit that get teams shot into 7-game series they don't even belong in the playoffs. That shit is the exact attitude this nigga takes on before he has a fucking meltdown. He is a nuclear reactor in Oklahoma City, and Kevin Durant ran before the supernova went off. He ran before the nuclear explosion took place. What about that is so hard to understand? But, you know, he, 40, 50 points, you know. So, but like I said, you don't need the All-Star game to see that nigga is about buckets for him. But, yeah, man, the rest of the game was mostly Anthony Davis catching lobs, which, you know, I ain't mad at. You know, he ain't got a chance to shine being head down in New Orleans playing for the Pelicans since emerging as a breakout talent in the NBA. So I like that he got a chance to really just put on for the city, showcase his talent, and kind of make it all about him for once. But them lobs got repetitive at a certain point, man. Like, nigga, switch that motherfucker up 360 some shit. I mean, I know he peppered some shit in there here and there, but, you know, after watching him catch about 16 lob layups, like, I'm kind of over it. That and the rest of the game was Kyle Lowry getting dunks and layups that nobody remembers. Do you? And the rest of the All-Star game was that nigga LeBron. LeBron was the only other nigga besides Giannis and of course Lil Russie, a little bitch face that, you know, turned up. And LeBron, it got every reason to be over this shit at this point. But he's still coming, jumping out the gym, catching lobs, kicking his legs, hitting half-court threes, like really still letting everybody know I'm the big dog on the floor, even in this no defense ass game. But the shit I took away from that, though, is that Bron is such a fucking incredible athlete for whatever you got to say about him or whatever you feel about him. And this just, after watching the dunk contest Saturday night, and the All-Star game Sunday night, I'm even more pissed that Bron has never participated in a dunk contest, because we subjecting ourselves to Derrick Jones Jr. because niggas like Bron won't get in this motherfucker. And I'm seeing this nigga in the game. He dunks with so much power. He jumps so high that this nigga, I mean, the emphasis on the impact of all of his dunks, all of his putbacks is so hard that he would shut the dunk contest down year after year after year, and we still haven't got a good explanation of why he won't shut the game down, and then therefore elevate the All-Star weekend, elevate the dunk contest to higher heights. If we had one with Russell Westbrook and LeBron James in it next year, it would be epic. You know what I'm saying? So this All-Star game, always a great product by the NBA, but now I'm excited about how much room I saw to improve, because I know the NBA can grow that much. AnimalHeezy.com.